Our senior economics professor, Dr. Evelyn Reed, had a draconian, zero tolerance for tardiness policy for all oil market report submissions, which eventually came back to bite her. The rule was precise. Any report submitted 1 second past the 10 and 0 seconds deadline would receive a 0. No exceptions, no excuses. This strict adherence to timing was, she claimed, critical practice for the volatile real-world trading floor where fractions of a second mattered. I saw this rule applied brutally. Poor Michael Chen, whose internet connection hiccuped for 2 seconds, had his impeccably researched report on the Strait of Hormuz oil flow, submitted at 10 and 2 seconds, returned with a fat 0% across the top. Dr. Reed's cold response was, "The market waits for no one, Mr. Chen." Then there was Sarah Jenkins, whose alarm failed for a critical 15 minutes. She rushed in, breathless, report in hand, but arrived at 10:15 and 0 seconds. Dr. Reed, without even looking at Sarah, declared, "Punctuality is paramount, Miss Jenkins. Your report is invalid." This rigid enforcement was a classic example of fundamental attribution error, where Dr. Reed attributed lateness solely to personal failings rather than situational factors. My own report, a deep dive into the impact of geopolitical tensions in the Persian Gulf on global crude prices, was due this very day. It represented 40% of my final grade, a make-or-break assignment. I wasn't just submitting my work, I was documenting the process. I arrived in the lab at 8:30 a.m., an hour and a half early, ensuring my computer was connected and stable. I took screenshots of my system clock, a video recording of my login, and a time-stamped photo of my meticulously organized files, all preparatory evidence just in case. The clock ticked ominously. 9:55 and 0 seconds. 9:56 and 0 seconds. 9:57 and 0 seconds. My stomach churned. Dr. Reed, usually already pacing the room, was nowhere to be seen. 9:58 and 0 seconds. The air in the lab grew thick with anticipation and nervous whispers. 9:59 and 0 seconds. Still no professor. The deadline loomed large, a silent, unforgiving digital executioner. 10 and 0 seconds. My report uploaded exactly on time, but Dr. Reed remained absent. At 10:17 and 0 seconds, Dr. Evelyn Reed finally bustled in, flustered, carrying a large coffee. "Apologies, everyone," she announced. "Traffic was absolutely dreadful this morning. A massive pileup on the freeway." I calmly raised my hand. "Dr. Reed," I stated, my voice steady, "your attendance policy, as outlined on page 17, section 3 billion of your syllabus, states that all participants must be present by the 10 and 0 seconds deadline for class, with no exceptions for external factors." Other students, phones already out, started recording. Just then, Professor Davies, the department chair, walked in, reviewing his tablet. "Evelyn," he said, "I'm afraid your department chair review committee meeting was scheduled for 10 and 0 seconds. Since you were 17 minutes late, as per the new departmental guidelines you yourself championed, your tenure review has been automatically postponed for 3 years." This was a perfect illustration of the boomerang effect, where previously ignored rules become inescapable ironies. Follow for a new story every day.